Welcome to another episode. But starting today, it's a new Star Wars movie. So you guys are ready? Let's go. Mandalorian and Grogu is finally out, so we're ready to talk about it. So if you guys are ready, I'm ready. Let's talk Star Wars and start the transmission.
Rebellions are built on hope.
Star Wars, we
Give me those Star Wars.
And welcome to another episode of Radio Rebellion Star Wars podcast. I'm your host, Alberto Calderon. That's Oti over there, our co-host. I forgot our own intro at the beginning, but I think we wrapped it. We came back to it.
That's fine.
Oti, how are you doing on this Star Wars Saturday? Nice seeing you again.
I'm doing well. I've had an extra ultra duper long weekend, and I'm enjoying it. I feel like I'm retired.
We're still going. We still got Monday also.
Yeah, my office get like Friday. They make it the whole thing, so it's like we get from Friday to Monday. But then since we had a Star Wars movie, I blocked Thursday off, and because I didn't know it was gonna be like a long weekend. So yeah, I've been off since Wednesday basically.
Yeah, we live now in a post-new Star Wars movie world, which is always nice after 7 years. I didn't take Thursday off. I waited till Friday to go see it. I got a couple of days coming off in the summer, so I had to be there at work on Friday. But dude, I was itching. I was ready to go out, but it's fine. But thank you to anyone that's joining us today. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new episodes when they drop. Like this video whenever you get a chance to watch it. Comment down below your thoughts on the Mandalorian and Grogu. And if you're listening to the audio podcast, thank you. As always, it was a rating over there, review, and your thoughts also on social media and everywhere out there. All right, Oti, I think we're here to talk the new Star Wars movie, so let's go ahead.
I don't think there's any other news.
There's nothing to really talk about, but this is going to be a spoiler review.
Oh.
So, yeah, we're going full in. So if anyone hasn't watched the movie yet, pause this video for 2 hours and a half, probably more, because you got to drive to a movie theater, watch it, and then come back and join us.
It's not a short one. So.
No. 2 hours, a little bit over 2 hours with the credits and all that, but at least for myself, it was a fun time. Before we jump into the movie itself out there, I want to just, let's talk about our experience going to the theater, because I think we have different ones, because as everyone knows, I went extremely early on Friday. You went Thursday, so I don't know how was that theater experience when you went.
I'll say I think it's the most underwhelming theater experience for a Star Wars movie that I have in recent, because like I don't really remember. I remember going to see every movie, but they're all like kind of hazy. I think they were all like big things, except for some reason Attack of the Clones, which I went on a random day. Anyways, whatever. We're not here to talk about Attack of the Clones, but it was weird. Like I usually go with a lot of people. I went by myself.
Yeah.
I don't know if Tony's watching this, but I'm gonna throw him under the bus. Not really. He recently had his baby, so I know his mind is in a trillion places. But like we had talked about going to a movie theater together, and I bought him a ticket for him to go with me. And like on Wednesday evening, I was like, "Hey, dude!" Like, it's like I was ready for him to be like, "No, I'm not going." He's like, "No, I'm going," and I'm like, "Interesting." And then I don't know what happened, that it became apparent to me that he had bought a ticket for another movie theater.
Oh wow!
And I didn't want to be the guy to be like, "Dude, remember I told you I bought you a ticket?" So we went to see it, but like in different movie theaters. And I was like, okay, I haven't even confronted him about this. So if he's watching, he's finding out right now.
We'll make sure we get this, and you get to talk to him about it.
The good part was the seat right next to me was empty. So
there you go.
Yeah.
There's a Seinfeld episode similar to this, where they all go to different movie theaters and then try to figure out who's where and who's buying tickets. So
what? So, anyways, I went by myself, but it was still fun. It was a 2 p.m. showing on a Thursday, so it wasn't that packed. It was still like pretty full for 2 p.m. on a Thursday
Yeah.
meeting. Um, but yeah, it was fun. The audience clearly were fans of the show, so cheers for Zeb
Yeah.
for some like show stuff. So it was cool. Like no hiccups, no problems. Just but
Yeah.
you know what? You know what the issue was? It was like any other movie for me. I just went in, watched the movie, left.
Yeah.
Usually for Star Wars, it was like this whole thing. So that's it.
Yeah, I get it. It's been a while since I've gone to a movie like in the evening where it's packed. I usually go early, so I don't have that big communal experience that a lot of people have, especially when they talk about Star Wars since the prequel trilogy. I haven't been through that. And again, I went Friday at 8 in the morning, so I didn't expect the
Like a
theater to be packed.
boss.
When I
Was
bought the
it
ticket,
packed?
no, dude,
Oh,
not even
okay.
close. There were like 15 people,
I can't
which I
believe
think
there was an
is a lot.
8 a.m. showing. Tony and I always complain that it's hard to get like in 10 or 11
Yeah.
a.m. one, but like 8?
Dude, I was waiting to get an email from Rigo like, hey, sorry, we canceled this. I don't know why.
No, they don't do that.
No, I'm like, dude, if it's just me there better be someone serving popcorn because I'm going to be asking for it. So when I bought my ticket about 2.5 to 3 weeks ago, there was just one person, like two rows ahead of me. Then later this week or earlier this week, like 2 more people bought behind me and then 2 others to the side. So I'm like, okay, there'll be like 6 of us. That's fine. So there ended up being about 15 to 20 people, which I think it's okay for an 8 a.m. showing on a Friday. But it wasn't packed. No one was yelling. I was probably the one making more noises every time Mando punched someone in the face. So it wasn't that big. Oh, yeah, Star Wars is here. But I usually don't get that anyway. Plus, I don't know how there's a lot of open, like, a lot of showings out here. And it's
Same.
like, it's
Like
a college.
way too many.
There's three Regal theaters in a 5-mile radius showing the same movies basically, and each one has like 20 showings of these movies. So everyone's kind of sparse. But also being a college town, graduation just happened. People are moving out. It's pretty empty right now, so I don't expect any theater to be very packed. I've kind of checked some of the late Fridays and Saturday showings, and they're like halfway to 3/4 full, which is something. But mine was pretty low key, which is fine. So it wasn't that big rah rah rah, but it wasn't just me and some random dude.
Yeah.
Although someone did sit like I had just an empty chair next to me, and then someone right there. Like, dude, there's like 60 other seats.
Oh, don't get Tony and I rant about this to Tony all the time. Like, I feel like people don't know how to buy movie tickets. That said, that reminds me of when I went to see Force Awakens. We went to a 10 a.m. screening on a Thursday, and it really wasn't packed. Like, if that was like my only time watching Force Awakens, which I watched like 7 times, I would have been like, oh shit, no one watched this movie, because it was literally like 15 people, but it was like the biggest fans of Star Wars. Like, there was screaming, crying, like it was awesome.
Yeah. I wanted a 10 a.m. showing, but it was 8 or 2:30. I'm like, give me something in the middle. For that big theater that I wanted, the RPX. The regular one did have a 10, so maybe I should have gone.
Oh, I just went to like a Dolby one.
Yeah. So let's get into just before the movie started. No Starfighter teaser, which I thought we were going to get something.
Why? That movie's like a year off.
I know it's a year off, but what better to say, hey, the 50th year. It's a new movie coming.
They're putting all the digital stuff in it
now. When the Lucasfilm logo came out, I got excited. But I was waiting for the Star Wars theme to come.
No, okay. I was disappointed even before that. Okay, I'll say this. The 2 biggest things I didn't like about this movie, like truly the biggest, the only times I rolled my eyes were we didn't even get a long time ago in a galaxy far away. Yeah. That destroyed me. Like, that broke my heart. But I will say, when the Mando theme kicked in, I was like, oh yeah.
Oh, it killed. As soon as it came on, it killed. But yeah, and I didn't even think about that a long time ago in Galaxy Far, Far Away. It should
Oh,
we should
how
have gotten.
dare- insert my clip from. Do you even watch Star Wars?
Yeah, I'll do it. I think you're right. I missed the theme, but not even having that was a big bummer. Now that I think about it,
No,
I'm gonna be
but I
waiting.
agree. By the way, I told Tony like I still hate this decision that only the episodes have the crawl and the theme and the everything. Like, no.
So let's talk about the crawl right now because this is something else that we've talked for a while. Why are we not getting it? Which movie's gonna get it? I said the Filoni movie's gonna get it. You think that everything should get a crawl? Dude, literally 15 minutes ago, someone Star Wars Holocron or someone posted, Dave Filoni says no Star Wars movie will get a crawl, just a Skywalker saga. And like, I hate this. I don't even. But before I posted anything or got crazy, I went to the source because there's a YouTube video of him talking about this. It's from an Entertainment Weekly YouTube, whatever. The cast debunks fan theories is what the video is called. Mandalorian and Grogu cast debunk fan theories. I move all the way to the end where it's Dave Filoni talking his ass about the crawls. He says that they're saving the crawls, so he thinks that the crawls are just gonna be used for saga type films. He doesn't say Skywalker, just the Skywalker saga. It's for saga type films. For me, that means trilogies or something like that. So at least we'll get them if we get more trilogies. He said that, we tried to do something else. Ahsoka, the way he gets away from saying that Ahsoka was a crawl is he said, it went vertical. It didn't pan back, so it's not the traditional crawl. And dude, that's a crawl. You just want to admit it.
That's an unedited crawl, Dave.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. He's a co-president. He can do whatever he wants. I don't agree. I feel like everything should. Books have crawls, Dave.
Books and comics have crawl. We can pull they're too far away. High Republic book, comic book, and it has a crawl in there.
Yeah, but whatever. That's his prerogative.
All right. So initial thoughts. We've been waiting for a movie for a long time. There were 3 movies announced before this one. Then Mandalorian and Grogu was announced, fast track as the first movie. Season 4 was kind of pushed to the side. And we finally got this new movie. The embargo dropped earlier during the week. If you're on social media, you saw both extremes of it. It's great. We're back. It sucks. Kill Star Wars. Try to keep an open mind. So just your initial thoughts, Oti. Again, we've only watched it once. Usually when you watch things a couple of times, some of the issues might go away. You might kind of pick up on something else. Initial thoughts, I guess, coming out of the theater for you.
This movie was exactly what I was prepared for it to be. It was a fun adventure with 2 characters I like, and that's really about it. Do I have issues with the movie? Yes, I have a few that we can talk about. But overall, it was like a fun thing. I'm trying like not to repeat what everyone else is saying. Like, I was surprised. The movie played it like way safer than I thought it would. I was expecting it to play it safe, but it really just like we did defense the entire movie, no offense. So yeah. I don't know. Like, I feel like in conversation, I can express my thoughts better. But so far, it's sad. I had a good time, and yeah.
This was a very entertaining movie. I said I wanted a fun action adventure. Exactly what we got. There was a part during the middle, we'll get through it as we talk about the movie, that it slows down, and I think it's too long of a kind of
this movie has 20 minutes you could probably carve out of it. Honestly.
And I understand why I'll kind of jump to it. Is that Grogu part was once Mando gets hurt and kind of faints. I understand, okay, let's show a little bit of Grogu doing something. I think it went on for 10 minutes too long, probably.
Yeah.
Especially, but I understand we went from like probably an hour and 50 minutes of just action. We need to slow it down a little bit. I think it slowed down for too long. And then it picks up for the last 30 minutes and we're back into it. I know everyone's been saying, yeah, it's fun. And some people are okay with that. Others are like, oh, it's just fun. But if you like that TV show, I don't know what you were expecting. Because this is a continuation of it in terms of the characters and the type of stories we get. I wish we got it more with the Imperials and Imperial Remnants and what they're trying to do, but it was just mostly focused on all the hot stuff, which is fine. I just wish it went a little bit the other way also.
Yeah.
But there's nothing to really hate about this movie. People are saying the Star Wars is dead. This suck. Why are we even doing this? They just mush episodes together. Mando and Favreau and Filoni can't write anything. Like, I don't know what you were expecting. If you watch the 3 seasons of the show, I don't know what you were expecting. So there's nothing really to hate, and I had a lot of fun watching it, which is what I wanted.
Yeah, I'll say this movie falls in a category for me where any strong feelings towards it are weird to me.
Sure,
like,
yeah.
Someone who says this is the best Star Wars movie, I'm gonna be like, really? I mean, by the way, if this is your favorite Star Wars movie, great for you. If someone tells me this is the worst Star Wars movie, I'm gonna be like, really, this one? So yeah, like it's seeing like extremely strong opinions towards it is very weird to me. But like to what you were saying, I feel like it's extremely consistent with the show.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I feel like to someone who hasn't watched the movie who's asking me, should I go watch it? It's like, if you like the show, go watch it. You're going to like it. If you don't like the show, if you don't like that style of storytelling or writing, then don't go watch it. You're not going to like it. So I really don't know what all the fuzz is about, like around this.
Look, I understand if you haven't been pulled by the trailers and you're still a Star Wars fan, of course you're going to go watch it. But I've seen too many people kind of every trailer, every TV spot, every interview say, this doesn't look like something that I want. They don't have new ideas. I really don't like Favreau and Filoni's style of Star Wars. Oh, let me go watch it to then post. Oh, yeah, this sucks anyway. Like, dude, you weren't going to like it. It was going to be a big jump for you to go from 2 months of hating everything you've seen to loving it. But at the same time, and like you mentioned, these are people's favorite movie. That's fine. I've seen someone say, "Oh, this is my favorite or the best Star Wars movie since Disney acquired it." Okay, good for you.
Wow.
So again, like you said, streams are weird, but there's nothing to really hate. Like, I don't know, there's nothing to hate about.
And there's another thing, like, if you think if you like the movie the trailers promised, you're gonna like it because it is exactly the movie the trailer promised.
Right. Let's say hi to our friend who was here last week. Always in Malone Y7K. Thank you for joining us. Like you mentioned, he said it was a little bit too safe for him. It was funny. Action was fun though, which I agree. Rotta was weird looking, and I wish his voice fit more.
The voice was weird to me. But I don't know if it was like the voice per se. I was just looking for what's his I was looking for Carmi from the bear in that character, and it was clearly edited and modified. So it was, I don't know, it was a me thing, I guess.
Yeah, we'll talk about the voice decisions for the Hutt in a while, because that was a big thing for people after watching some of the trailers. The Hutties versus the basic. I think with the main Hutts, they did a good balance. I understand the issues with Rotta, but
sorry, I just wanted to say something else in general about the movie, because it's something that Star Wars Explained mentioned, and I've been thinking a lot about when it relates to like the whole Star Wars thing. With every Star Wars movie, there's this thing where you want to balance, like the creators, substance and spectacle, right? Like every Star Wars movie is a spectacle, but every single Star Wars movie is saying something, and there's a balance that's played there. And I think most Star Wars movies do it well, and most Star Wars stories do it well. This movie in a way is kind of the reverse Andor or reverse Last Jedi, where a lot of the issues with Last Jedi, I think it's like what the substance is, but like one of the main issues with those two like stories is like they lean heavily on the substance and on what they're trying to say, and maybe the spectacle falls away. Maybe more for Andor. I wouldn't consider Andor a fun show. And this story is the opposite. It's all spectacle.
Sure.
The substance, sure, there's some themes there that we're gonna mention from time to time, but not really do anything with them. We're not going to do a lot with the lore, but hey, here's some explosions. Here's some X-Wings. So
Yeah.
That's just something like I've been thinking about since I watched it.
It was the epitome of a summer movie, of a
Yeah.
blockbuster. It's a summertime. You're gonna go to a movie theater. You're gonna take your family for 2 hours. Let's watch some stuff explode and weird creatures fight. Is there big themes behind it? No. And then it kind of depends what you want from Star Wars. Are you okay with knowing that that's what we're gonna get, or are you more into the lore building, character development, which again is very important in every movie and TV show. So if you believe that there wasn't enough character development with Mando and Grogu, which I pretty sure there wasn't any, I understand why people might put that kind of, oh, I missed that, so that's why I didn't enjoy the movie as much. But again, I think a lot of the show, and some of the complaint from the people, season 3, once Dean decided to keep that helmet back on, kind of changed the progression of that character. But that's where the show was going, so I'm not surprised that the movie decided to keep that spectacle first. And since this is, at least for myself, what I expected this movie to be and what I wanted from it, I'm fine that, yeah, the big, whatever, that there wasn't any Star Wars expansion to the bigger things in the galaxy. I wanted to get closer to where the New Order, the New Order, the First Order, whatever you call it, the First Order is coming. I want a little bit more of that. But I'm okay if we didn't get it, and that's it's more maybe Ahsoka or maybe something else with Starfighter, or that's afterwards.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it, but I understand why people might be missing it. It's Star Wars. We want that big spectacle, but there was nothing in the build-up that showed we were going that way.
Mando here is basically like James Bond. James Bond in his movies doesn't. I mean, with the Daniel Craig, it's kind of different, but for the most part, James Bond doesn't have an arc in his stories. We're just seeing this cool guy doing these cool guy things. And by the way, the movie did remind me a lot of Bond stories. If you think about it, we get the intro at the beginning with him doing the mission. Then he gets a new car. Then he gets like to the bad guys. Then the bad guy's not done with him, so he has to go back. It's a James Bond movie. But yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with that kind of stories. But with Star Wars, I always do like to see character progression. So that part, I was fine with it because I'm used to it from the show. But I was like, it would have been nice to be surprised by this movie.
I think we talked about it. We kind of thought that if this is the first movie they're gonna kind of bring Star Wars back, that it was a safe choice to, hey, let's start with characters that people love, not got too crazy with it, get that general audience that like the little baby Yoda to come to a theater, and then hopefully Starfighter and anything that comes afterwards kind of picks back up. So again, I'm not surprised. You don't need to like this movie. I don't think there's anything to hate about it. But let's jump into the intro, the 20-minute Return of the Jedi style James Bond, we'll call it now, which it was that AT-AT scene. We've kind of seen different bits and pieces. We finally saw the whole thing put together.
Yeah.
So Imperial Warlord is there. He's offering protection to the citizens of whatever planet that is or that system. Kills a guy because he doesn't want to pay the tributes.
Are you saying my security is insufficient? Yep, that's exactly what they're saying.
It is. I love that he was ready to give everyone blasters. Like, yeah, there's 5 of you, I have 5 blasters. What good luck we have here. But Mando arrives and starts just killing people, which is what he does best. And why we love this character. I thought about you when the mouse droid came in. I'm like, oh, there's the mouse droid.
Tony said the same thing.
And then Grogu crushes it.
By the way, I'm going to use this as a personal point. As someone who, I've said I love that scene with the mouse droids in season 3. This movie had a lot of that for me. So I was very happy in that sense.
I mean, I was, especially the first arc of this movie, not arc, the first act of this movie, I was very happy with almost everything that we got. Great action scene to start with. Just going down the snow and then just facing those 2 AT-ATs or 3 and the music starting to ramp up. Yeah, it just got me all ready for it.
Yeah, no, it was interesting because we, as you said, we've seen a lot of this, but seeing it in the theater was extremely fun. And if only the entire movie was this.
Oh man. So we're not going to talk too much about it because we kind of know where everything went. A lot of action. Grogu being Grogu, knocking on the helmet, kills a guy, then goes. Seb gets him, and Seb's like, hey, "Dude, I'm getting tired of it." I think that he says that at the end, but you're supposed to keep him alive. We need him to give us information on the other bad guys. We go to the base. He gets the Razor Crest. And then we get the title card. I think as they're coming in, we get the title cards. They do something different. They get the credits at the beginning of the movie, which I thought was extremely cool. The Mando theme is blasting, which was awesome to hear. And the people behind the helmet got a big nod with Brendan Wayne
Top
and
billing.
Latif Crowder top billing there, which I thought was
And
a
Martin
nice nod to
Scorsese?
it. Yeah, I don't know. It's there for 2 seconds.
When I saw it, I was like, "Oh, he's a big part of the movie." Nope, 2 scenes.
No, really. 2 scenes.
Can I say that was fun for me, like being the nerd that I am, like seeing the intro crawl, not the intro credits.
Yeah.
Because the first Star Wars was very controversial because George did not want to put those in the movie, and the I don't know if it was the Academy or who, but like they were up his case, like you have to have credits in the intro, and he's like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
So it was funny, like we finally get a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
With that 50 years later.
I don't know. It at least if you want to say to kind of make this movie stand out from the others, even it's something as simple as this, and I enjoyed it. It makes sense the way it's kind of shot. People compare it to Top Gun, which kind of makes sense. I don't know. I enjoyed it, and it gave it that movie feel. If you want to have it separate from the TV show and kind of tell people this isn't just a TV movie. It's a big Hollywood production. I think it worked.
Yeah. I just like with Star Wars, I like to be transported elsewhere and not remember that I'm in a movie. And with this, it was like, yes, big motion picture.
Is that why you think we don't get a lot of for the TV shows? We don't get any intros. It's something that big TV shows have big intros with music, and we really don't get intros in Star Wars show. It's like this is what happened. Let's go straight into the movies.
I mean, for the TV shows, I'd be down. Like, do a big Disney Channel original movie intro.
Right. I liked it. I was fine with it. So he gets the job to go to Nal Hutta, meet with the twins. Gotta find this Imperial. No one knows what he looks like. We just have his name, I think. They have information, but you gotta go get a little Rotta. It might be a little bigger now. And we get that scene. We go to Nal Hutta. They have the droid army waiting for them. And this big-ass Hutt palace filled with Hutts that we've never seen that so many. It looked like they're in some back rooms doing drugs or orgies or whatever.
Teenagers.
Bunch of tunnels in there.
Yep.
I just love the visuals of we've seen Hutts kind of crawl around, stuff that we've never seen before, at least in live action was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, like I really like that presentation of Nal Hutta, like how because we've seen it in Clone Wars, but like seeing it in live action and just like I thought it was cool.
Then he got the Razor Crest or a new version of it. Are you cool? I know people are like, really? Everything that he lost, he got back with no problem.
Yes, this movie was a huge reset button. Like he got everything back, even the pulse rifle.
The pulse rifle.
I don't care. I really don't care.
Yeah.
I like that ship. So when they destroyed it, I was bummed, and then when he got the N1, I was like, oh, that's cool. And now he has it back, so it's like, okay, that's cool too.
Now he has both because he still has the N1 parked there.
Now he has Now he has both, like for different missions.
Yeah.
I would like to mention something quickly. Probably one of my biggest issues with the movie now, like in actual issues, I should have known since, like, it's Dave and Favreau again. But like, I kind of hated that this movie followed the same format as the TV show, where like Mando has to go to this place to get this thing, but in order to get that thing, he has to do this thing for this other person, then come back. And like, that's why I feel like this movie, if they had streamlined the plot a little bit more, Mando goes to like the same place like a bunch of times.
Sure.
if you had streamlined the plot a little bit more, you could have shaven off like 20 minutes out of this movie. And I feel like it would have moved better, specifically that middle part, which dragged a little bit. So it was weird for me because like Dave, of course, has his way of doing things, but he worked with George, and Favreau has done a career as a filmmaker, like movies. So like, why did they decide to stick to that pacing and that style of storytelling was very odd for me.
Okay. I didn't feel that way, although I understand that, hey, we're just going back to the same places over and over. There was just one part when Embo, which to me, Embo was a standout. He wasn't
Really?
in it. I love that guy. When he showed up, I'm like, dude, just give me more. I'm so glad they didn't kill him. Don't kill this guy. You can keep using him.
So he's around now. Oh,
Yeah.
he'll fight Ray.
I'm going to go that far. He won't last. I love that he used his helmet as a shield also to kind of block the shots. But when he takes Mando, when he captures him from his home, and Grogu's kind of looking up at the ship, and it cuts to black, I think, okay, if this was a TV show, this is where the episode would end. That's the only time I kind of felt like, okay, but to me, it just felt as a progression of the story that didn't, apart from that, it didn't seem like, okay, this is where the story would end. I will pick up back next week.
I didn't mean it like that. I meant it more of like the style of storytelling,
Sure.
like all these side missions that you have to do. Because like in the show, it works, and even in the show, people were started getting frustrated with that. That like it can't be point A to point B. It has to be like point A to C to D to F to G to like, and then finally we'll get to B.
Okay, I've had that thing before, that issue before in books. When I read the I forgot.
I remember you talked about this with one of the recent books.
Yeah, it was mostly with the Legends book for that Force Unleashed. That Force Unleashed novel seems very video game, like, hey, go do a mission, come back and report. I got another mission. So that book felt like it. This movie, at least the first time that I watched it, didn't feel like it, even though there's a lot of back and forth to the same places. So I do get, and I've seen other people kind of mention something similar. So let's talk about the Hutts. The Hutt Twins are there. I'll say the Hutts look great for the most part in this movie. There's a couple of times when Rotta's out in the open that he doesn't have a neck, so it looks kind of weird.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of Hutties, and there was a lot of people were complaining, why the Hutts speaking basic? They suck. We can read captions. I found it fine. We'll get to Rotta in a minute, but the main Hutts, or most of the Hutts speaking Hutties,
they switched
fine.
Like from time to time. I thought it was fine. I didn't really think about it that much.
All right, so rescue Rotta from the crime syndicates, then we'll give you information. We kind of knew that's where it was going. And then we get to a new planet. So Space Chicago, I guess they're calling it Shakari. And that's when we get Martin Scorsese in that food cart, which is a funny scene, at least that first one. And Rotta's in the gladiator pit. We've seen them since the beginning. So, like, I kind of thought Rotta's not really... Yeah, he's been held captive, not really. He's not a prisoner of a crime syndicate. He's paying off a debt. And he doesn't want to go back to the twins. You know, they're going to kill him. He just wants to fight. He's kicking ass in that gladiator pit, getting massages, getting food taken to him. So he's having a chill time. Only has one more fight left.
He's basically Hulk in Ragnarok.
Yeah, it's just like,
he's having a blast.
Little Grogu's there. He's like, oh, what's that thing? Let me see. Come over here. Let me just feed you like a little cat or something. All right, so Jeremy Allen White, which, okay, fine. I don't know why you cast a big name like that for this part, but I didn't have an issue with the voice. Kind of weird to hear a Hutt speak basic for the whole movie, but I got over it pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, he was one of the protagonists of the story, so I guess they didn't want to have someone speaking Huttese the entire movie. I feel like you cast him because, like, if you really think about it, this movie doesn't have a lot of stars in it.
Like 5 people.
Pedro Pascal is in it for like 3 minutes, and Sigourney Weaver is in it for like 3 minutes, and that's it.
But they didn't even take him to all the interviews and junkets, movie premieres. Jeremy Allen's not there.
No, he's
I don't think he's
busy.
done a lot of promo for it.
No, actually, I haven't seen him in anything. He's
Yeah.
probably doing something else. I don't know.
There's a big fight at the bar when Mando goes there to find Mr. Coin, which I hate the name. I know that Favreau said when people see the name,
I don't get it. I don't. That's so weird. Like, why would
Commander
he say that?
Janu Coin. It's the
Okay.
worst name, but that's fine. I mean, it's Star Wars. Most things are trash, but they're funny.
Yeah. Okay, John.
But it's a great fight. Again, let's see Mando kicking ass in the middle of a bar for people that, for some reason, salt is very important because there's a restriction on salt.
Yeah, they ration it or something. I
Yeah.
don't know.
But I
They should
really
go to Crate.
Dude, I was waiting. If you're gonna say that special soda he has is from Crate, but then I thought Imperials don't know about Crate, so they can't mention Crate at this time
that's true.
period. One of the things I love about this movie is something people have complained about the TV shows is how many aliens and creatures. Like you said, Rotta is a big part of it.
Yeah.
We have an Ithorian there for a couple of scenes. All the creatures that they're fighting, all the Hutts that show up. There's a lot of aliens around. Maybe not a bunch of different ones, different species, but there's a lot of weird creatures around through the whole movie.
Yeah.
So I did enjoy that. Mando gets captured because we gotta get him away for him to fight Rotta. And we had the Thor Ragnarok fight between Thor and Hulk with those two.
The Djarin fight.
I think people complain like, oh, we keep going back to the giant monsters for probably the third time already. I think it's fine the way they was brought. Like, oh, he has one more match. It's I don't know what word he said, and then Mando's like, oh, the Djarin challenge or something. I collected the most dangerous creatures of the galaxy. And I said, oh no, the Djarin. Again, if you want to see a Hutt throwing down and the Mandalorian fighting 5 weird alien creatures for 5 minutes.
Yeah, that was cool.
That's
funny. Sorry. I woke up early. But yeah, no, it was a cool sequence and how, because like in the back of my mind, like I was like, oh, is he just gonna throw in Mando to see if he kills him? And it's like, oh no, he's gonna like then throw every single monster at them.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like you mentioned Attack of the Clones at the beginning. We can bring it now into that pit over there with the Nexu, the other creatures.
I didn't think of that.
I just thought about it. It's it's not a lightsaber fight with 200 Jedi there.
Yeah.
But dude,
I wish.
it will last like 2 seconds. Maybe the next movie. No, Starfighter might not have a lot of Jedi. Maybe the next one when
Ray found like 100 Jedi.
Yeah. But I love that scene. Again, for a summer adventure movie that just want to see people knocking themselves silly. I don't know. Seeing Mando fight all those weird creatures and Rotta throwing down with the other big guy from the Djarin. Dude, I was smiling the whole way. So again, what does this mean to the story of Mando, the way he raises Grogu? Nothing, but it's...
Yeah, no, it was just a cool Star Wars sequence.
Mm-hmm. So the monsters escape. They wreck shop in the city. I don't want to compare it to Shadow Lord. I don't know, that planet at night reminded me a little bit of the mold of Janix. So it was a cool scene there. Seb shows up in the Razor Crest to get Rotta. And that's when he's like, dude, why are you going to take me back to my uncle's? I'm going to tell you the name. It's the guy we just met. Like, he's there. Commander Janu Coin. Go get him. And then we see Hutts in the sunlight when they get to that beach planet there.
Yeah. I mean, with CGI monsters, you'd rather see them at night, or you can hide like the imperfections and then seeing both of them to like this is like, nah, he's gonna play on the beach later.
Let's talk about that scene.
I wanted to mention quickly. We haven't talked about Ludwig Göransson, but his score of Shakari so weird, so Blade Runner, but I loved it.
I gotta listen. When the movie started, the first 20, 30 minutes, probably a bit more, I was really digging the score. I know that I didn't like the rest of it. I just kind of wasn't focused
Yeah.
into it. And I know it's already out. I can listen to it. I didn't go to it before the movie came out because I didn't want to get spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
You start reading the titles, you might kind of piece out certain things together, even if there's no big spoiler.
Qui-Gon's Noble End.
Noble End. I knew they're not doing that anymore, hopefully. But you can. I saw one. I don't know. I saw a title, something like, okay, I kind of maybe figure out where this goes. But I really like the score. I know most people have loved it. It's very industrial, kind of EDM vibe, which fits for this show and this movie. There's one scene that I'm sure you can point that I'm like, there's a perfect theme here. You didn't use it, but it's fine. But Rotta, I'm jumping at, yeah, he gets coined. There's another fight. We've seen the action scene where the speeders are coming, gets him, brings him back to Adelphi and to the New Republic. And then we get that scene with Rotta, Grogu connecting in the beach. Like Rotta and Grogu already had a scene when he sees them. I mean, when they meet for the first time. Kind of later on, Rotta says, hey, I didn't get a childhood, so I'm glad that he's getting one. Make sure he kind of let him be a kid, let him be a child, even though he's 50 years old, probably like 60 at this point. I know some people say that they got emotional with this scene. Other people hated it. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of funny to see a giant slug in the water playing with a little baby Yoda.
Oh no, I thought that was fun. Seeing the slug with the that was cool.
You don't call him a slug.
No, what time to be alive? We saw a Hutt on the beach, like hanging out.
I don't know. It's a funny scene, a funny visual, I should say. But yeah, it's fine. There's gives more to maybe Rotta's the one that had the biggest character arc in this movie. No people love that guy. And we got a callback to the Clone Wars movie when they say, oh, that's the only picture we have. And it's all hologram.
Literally the Clone Wars hologram.
Yeah. I've read, it kind of makes sense. I guess you can play around it. People saying, really, that's the only picture you have when he's a world-renowned gladiator. There's billboards in this planet that he's on that planet. You don't have another picture. You can work around the story.
Who cares?
There are things if you start really going, and again, it goes both ways. If you love this movie and try to defend things that maybe didn't work for most people, people really try to dig into weird stuff to complain. I didn't even think about it. It's like, I don't care if they only have one picture.
Again, who cares? Like.
We go back to Nevarro. I think we knew it. One of the trailers, we kind of saw him chilling at his house. He goes to Nevarro. He says, I need to take a break. This one took a turn. It was a little bit harder than I thought. So I'm just going to go chill. I need to fix the ship. It's too clean and too stuck. I need to start removing. I love that scene where he tells Seb, hey, you got to do whatever.
Everything.
Oh, the panel's there. Hey, just remove the whole panel. Okay, I'll do it. And then just freaking goes because that ship is extremely fast. And the Anzellans show up. Dude, I love those
everything
creatures.
with the Anzellans and Grogu just worked for me. It could have not worked, but I loved every single thing. Like, I literally saw Grogu walking next to Mando, and I thought it was funny.
Yeah. Finally, we can see a little bit of his face is moving a little bit better. But I love that shot when they're on his home in Nevarro. They hear a ship coming, and you're like, oh crap, who's coming to greet them? And then just this little tiny ship with 4 creatures inside. Freaking. So they're just removing a bunch of stuff from the ship. Grogu's learning. They're kind of, bad baby. I remember what you did to us last time. But I love that they're working on it. Hey, Rotta, which I think he was just chilling there. I'm sending you, we got a gun runner who'll take you somewhere else, just hide. No one's going to bother you. And then we get Embo, which I had forgotten about him for a second. I'm like, oh yeah, Embo's here. He clocks the ship leaving. He tags it. Then he goes at night during the rain with his big-ass dog. I love that scene. And that's why I
Yeah.
started like this Embo guy.
Yeah,
Let's keep an eye on him.
Mando has tunnels in his house and everything. Like,
That Grogu knows where they are.
yeah.
Little signs. If I tap twice on the floor, get out.
Ready for everything.
It was a cool scene. Like he knew someone was coming. Destroys his own house when he starts shooting at the roof. Well, that's fine. But like I mentioned, Embo uses his shield when he gets down, and then just drops a trap, and Mando falls right into it. Like literally falls into it.
Yep.
If Cat Bane wasn't dead, this would have been Cat Bane instead of Embo, probably.
Is he dead?
Maybe. The little thing was still flashing, so you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
All right, so they brought him back to the huts. He didn't complete the job. They also got Rotta because they knew where the ship was.
Mm-hmm.
Removing your helmet, we bring shame on you. Ha ha ha. He's like, well, now you saw my face, I'm going to have to kill you. Oh, you will die, and then he will die. He didn't like that.
That was like a cool conversation when they're like, oh, and he'll be way older.
Yeah.
Like when you die, he'll still be young, and you won't be there to protect him. I was like, oh crap, like getting dark.
Yeah, we didn't get those twins in the book of Boba Fett. They're pretty.
No, they were just silly and used mice as rags.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Damn it, I'm blanking on it. Oh well.
Cool conversation.
Oh, I remember now. The helmet thing. That was weird for me. Like, how we established that? Like, if they see your face, you have to kill them. Like that. I feel like that helmet thing was something that they wrote themselves into a corner.
Yeah.
With, I don't know.
Yeah, I know if you start thinking back, I guess season 3, when the armor as an enemy taking your helmet off, I don't know if there's something there that she asks if they're...
Pretty sure there's not.
All right. Maybe just to can't leave any witnesses. That way no one knows I broke the creed. I know people, and I'm guessing might be the reason. If you can't get Pedro Pascal for every season, so he won't be removing his helmet, so let's make this a rule. And yeah, they probably painted themselves into a corner. You can do more without it, especially if it's just him and Grogu. I think, who cares? I don't know. It's there already.
I don't know. For me, that's been one of the weakest things. Like, because at first it meant something, then they added like more onto it, and then they were like, whatever. You can take it off when the when the studio thinks we haven't seen his face enough.
Yeah, well, we need to market this. Yeah, I understand, especially the way season 1 ended, with season 2 also removing his helmet in front of everyone, basically, and we're kind of, hey, we're past this. It's away from this cult. Season 3 kind of doubled back into it. I know that's where a lot of people kind of started to fall in off where the show was going and some of the decisions they were making. I don't know if we ever get invited to one of those conversations with the creators. We'll ask them. They'll probably won't answer.
What's with the helmet thing?
Yeah. Why does Boba Fett took it off every 2 minutes? He didn't care about it. He falls into the pit and we get a bunch of weird iguanas that were freaking me out.
Yeah.
Those underwater creatures were they were intense.
Yeah.
Because they're not just like the dragon snake, it's just a big creature. They have weapons, they communicated.
Yeah. I love how it ended though. Grogu being like, screw it.
Yeah.
Blowing a hole in it.
It's like, hey, I got a little thing here. He's like, what are you doing? That giant dragon snake. I know a lot of people, it's just a bunch of CGI. I think the special effects in this movie were great. There's nothing apart from weird Rotta in the sun. Everything looked great. There's nothing that you can, look at that. They didn't. There's a blue screen.
The stop motion droids at the end.
Yeah. It was pretty sweet. I was kind of dreading it when they said, we get a big stop motion scene. I'm like, you're gonna be able to notice. I knew it was that droid thing because I had talked about it, but no, flawless.
It was cool.
Phil Tippett, I think.
Goat.
Yeah. So one thing we didn't mention, freaking Anzellan, I thought got eaten by by Marok the dog. He was chomping on him for 5 minutes.
For a while, Mando wakes up and he's like biting on the poor Anzellan.
Oh man, I thought they killed him. I said, "Oh, this movie might not be for kids, really." Well, he gets out. He sees the ship when he comes. I love also you can. It's such a small ship that, of course, it wasn't detected by the droids where he got there. Yeah, they just kind of flew in.
Okay. Going back to that scene I love from season 3. Everything with their ship just worked for me. Like when you see the ship flying and they do like the homage to New Hope with the Star Destroyer and like cut to Grogu inside the ship and he's just like tight there. And then like all the ships coming in and then you see this one but with the birds.
Yeah.
And like all the way leading to like Mando escaping and getting to the ship and being like,
of course. It's like a bicycle, man.
Yeah. That I love that.
I love the little Anzellan ship and the way they used it. So Mando got hurt. He's poisoned. He's like, you're gonna die by the poison anyway. And kind of tells Grogu, hey, just go. I'll figure a way. Like you said, I don't fit in that ship. I gotta find something else. I'm right behind you. You see the ship take a kind of go its way. Yeah, we kind of knew Grogu was staying, but
yeah, again, those are the things that I'm like, why are we adding unnecessary minutes to this? Like,
sure.
We all know he's gonna say, so just like rewrite that.
Mm-hmm. So then we get to this scene, which is where I started because third through this movie when we're getting all the Rotta stuff. I was gonna go back after he spoke with Coin and say, hey, just bet everything against the Hutt and you'll get a bunch of money. Maybe you wanna come fight for me. And he starts thinking about going and saving Rotta. I went to the bathroom because for some reason I always have to go during the movies. But I remember at that point, like, dude, I'm loving this movie. This has the solo vibe that if I just want to have a fun 2-hour Star Wars movie watching, this is going to be the movie for me. And they started to lose me at this point.
Okay.
I knew it's called the Mandalorian and Grogu. We've heard for 2 months that Grogu's going to have a jump, that we're going to see the thing that Sith learned. So I kind of expect that he was going to have a part to play. This is where you can cut 10 to 15 minutes of this. Like, I don't know, it was too long, too slow. Maybe at second watch, I get used to it. It doesn't feel as long. Maybe because we spent an hour and 10 minutes at this point of just go, action. Full stop to now Grogu being this caretaker. But it still felt like, here we go. Let me put some stuff on you. Let me go. I'm hungry. I gotta keep eating because Grogu eats a lot. I'm like, give me more with this character already.
You've always complained about them having to carry the baby around, and now the baby's carrying his own weight, and you're like, oh, why is he carrying his own weight?
Stop doing things so I can complain about you.
I like that he carried his weight in this movie. Like, he's way more active in this movie than he's been in the entire show. But I think it's more like the writing of how like it all played out. I like him being alone, and that moment when he's shoving him in got the biggest laugh out of my theater. I actually laughed a lot. But yeah, it's just like one of the other decisions they make in the movie that just add unnecessary minutes to it.
Yeah,
it's a theme throughout the movie.
And I no idea of the decisions or why they decided to make this movie over 2 hours. Maybe if they like cut this and some other stuff and it's an hour and 45 minutes, let's say. Yeah, it feels like a TV show, a long episode. Maybe they wanted to go over the 2 hours so it felt like a movie. And yes.
I've been on team 90-minute Star Wars movie is fine.
Yeah.
That's just me.
I know, and there's people, not Star Wars, but just in general, saying movie should be 3 hours. I'm like, no, please kill me. If it needs to be Oppenheimer or something like that. Anyway, going back to Mando Grogu. So this part, even I agree, Grogu had more to do. We knew the old take care of the young and the young take care of the old. So we knew he was going to have more to do at some point. There was a lot of talk but with the trailers that they were going to be separated at some point. So I expected him to have his own kind of adventure. I didn't think it was gonna be caretaker to Mando and he heals from the poison. So it's kind of like, really? But yeah, he didn't need someone to help him. I mean, he got a Yoda stick. He's got a stick now to look more like Yoda. He built a hut that looks like the Yoda hut also. But again, he kind of building the little hut and patting the mud down. Okay, we can do this a little bit quicker. I mean, he was a bit smart using the fallen leaves to cover him from all the droids. He used the force. I thought he was gonna use it to extract the poison somehow. He just closed the wound and like, that's gonna get infected. Dude, you didn't go to medical school? Come on, you gotta know that. That's pretty basic.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes steal some fish from the guy that I thought was gonna be Mark Hamill voicing from the trailers, but in the movie it didn't sound like him. But
he sounded like Samuel L. Jackson to me.
Okay.
I don't know who it was, but
I have no idea. It's a cool scene. The guy living in the swamp, Embo shows up. I'm like,
you're
okay,
eating my fish, bro.
Yes, what are you eating? You're the guy eating my fish. Oh, you got a poison. Here you go. I'm also a medicinal man. I don't know. So it was a fine scene. It's just too long. Like, maybe I'm not going to enjoy this as much as I thought.
No, it's just like, again, like additional minutes unnecessarily.
And one thing that I complained about in Ahsoka, and it was the lack of emotion between the characters when they meet each other. When Mando when he wakes up, he's like, oh, the old take care of the young take care of the old. It's the way, let's go kick ass. And like, dude, he just freaking saved your life.
Mando is an impersonal person. He's empathetic. He's like,
he fed you through the helmet, gave you water, put this space on your mouth.
And all you have is a statement of fact. Thanks, Mando. But I did like how because like I thought the movie was over at that point. I was like, this is such a weird third act. Yeah. But like him being like, okay, kid, we can leave and have like maybe a nice week, or we can stay and fight. And Grogu being like, we're gonna fight. I brought grenades, baby.
I love that part I like. At this point in the movie, I'm like, okay, we probably got like 30 minutes left because again, that scene was 20 minutes. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. And I'm thinking back to the trailers and what we haven't seen. I kind of, okay, so I'm guessing he's going to go back for Rotta. There's going to be a fight and that's it. And I'm like, if that's the way this ends, it's a big drop from the first 45 to 60 minutes. So I was a little bit scared. But when he said, hey, we can leave or we can stay and fight. And he's like, yeah, we fight. I'm like, yeah, let's go. Finds the ship. It's a gun runner ship, so you know it's going to be full of weapons. They do a Rambo mashup, just getting all the. He sees the pulse rifle, and like, oh yeah, here we go.
We're home, baby.
And then I'm just gonna crash this big ass turtle ship into that Hutt palace. Call the guys and tell them that we're coming. I mean, no, the Anzellans went and get them. And the Anzellans were also they were the MVP in this. So they attack the Hutt. The palace crashes the ship into it, takes the droid army down, just big action scene. Yeah. And then we get that stop motion fight, which was pretty awesome also.
Yeah.
And he tells the Hutt, I told you, you saw my face, it's time to die. Grogu went to
Embo
say,
shows up.
So when he's ready to kill the Hutt and say, hey, I told you I'm going to have to kill you, and something hits him and knocks him down, I'm like, this better not be Rotta saying, no, don't kill them, we're better than them. I was going to be pissed. And then, oh no, right, Embo's still here.
Yep.
My guy. And I like, no one else get in the way. I want to see Djarin and Embo fight for 5 minutes. Again, it might be dumb fun, smashing action figures together. I'm all for it. And then the 20 minutes that I not hated, that were kind of slow before, okay, forget about it. I'm back in this action, and I'm good again.
My only issue with the third act, with like this whole sequence, it was cool and everything, but I wish we had more. Like, yeah. I wish, like, if you took like those scattered 20 minutes across the movie that we overextend and just put them into the third act and just give me a couple more shots of X-Wings fighting with, I don't know what starfighters they had. Give me more shots of Embo and Mando fighting. I would have appreciated that a little bit more. Like, I like what we got, but I just feel like the spectacle could have been more.
Something was a spectacle was 3 Hutts wailing at each other. Dude, that's metal. And I love when Rotta kind of, oh, I'm not a kid anymore. And they're like, shut the hell up. We're two and we're going to beat your ass. And I loved it. Again, seeing three Hutts, not just ho, 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 but hooga, just wailing at each other. I loved it. While Embo and Dean are fighting, Grogu is putting Marok to sleep. I don't know. A great scene. A great action scene for me. Yep. We know the Adelphi Rangers are coming. Oh, sorry, I skip over that part that I'm like, really, Ludwig? What did Filoni says to you guys when you're writing a score? Or Favreau? So you know the Hutts are going to fall down. They're showing that big gate in the middle breaking. I'm like, Rotta's going to fall. Grogu's going to save him. It happens. He's pulling himself up. Here we go. The Force team is coming. Not even a little note. And I was extremely bummed. Same as you were with a long time ago. This was me. I'm like, dude, just put 3 notes. Just 3 notes that we know that he's using the Force. That's the only thing. And I'll hate it forever. And that's why I want the Kiners to do a Star Wars movie, because it's going to be all over. The Star Wars themes are going to be all over the movie. I think they missed that opportunity.
I'm sorry.
It's all I needed, all I ever wanted. So the Adelphi Rangers show up with General War, Sigourney Weaver, and the directors coming. I want to talk about this because
the president of Lucasfilm is there.
People are going crazy in a negative way. What's Filoni doing there? What does he have to insert himself in? Oh, he's the CEO now. Why is always his face there? He was in the... These are the Adelphi Rangers. It was set up in the show that Dave Filoni and the directors are the X-Wing group of that base.
Was Nevarro Shao there, though?
I know that Fukinawa, I think, if I'm missing there, he was there. I'm pretty sure Chow was when they arrived in the base, when they first showed them that Filoni's wearing the hat. Haha. I'm pretty sure that she was there, that Deborah Chow was there. She wasn't there in the fight, but the other two were, like Filoni and Fukinawa were in the fight.
Okay.
So I don't understand why people hate this so much and want to kind of jump on Filoni's back of why they need to be in the movie, when it's been established that his character and the directors are part of the X-Wing squadron. So if the X-Wing squadron goes to fight, it makes sense that they're there.
Yeah.
So I don't understand.
I agree. They're characters in the movie.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
All right. And it's not like they had a lot of things to do. I remember some leak or someone saying that, oh, Filoni has a big part to play in this X-Wing battle. Now he has like 2 lines only. So why are people jumping on it? I don't know. It makes sense. It's fine. So they jump. They survive. They went belly splash with Rotta there. They go back to the base. And Rotta decides to join the New Republic, which is kind of funny. But we'll see. We'll see if we'll see that Hutt anywhere else. Now that he's part of the New Republic. Seb tells him he got, I don't know where he thinks he found a suit that might fit him. I don't know. Thinking back to Rebels, if there's any big creature that has one of them. But so the movie ends. No, we didn't get that. We didn't get that, but it's fine. We just got the Mando theme. So overall, again, I really enjoyed this movie. I had a lot of fun. It was what I hoped this movie would be in terms of action adventure and the big summer adventure. I wish it touched a little bit more about what the Imperial Remnants are doing. Hutt is back. I just finishing up. They get back to the base. Rotta says he's gonna join the New Republic. Somehow Seb says he has an outfit that might fit him. And then the movie ends. Cannot showing Grogu how to pilot the ship, or at least going to hyperspace.
Another issue I had with that, by the way. It did not end with a...
I just said it. I sang it, or I hummed it. I'm like, no, it didn't end with that. Just a Mando thing.
0 out of 10. Do not recommend.
So there's a few... Yeah.
It's wild that we have a Hutt now with the New Republic.
Where can we see him again?
General Rotta the Hutt.
You know that Ahsoka goes back and forth with the New Republic. They try to do their little kind of politics in there.
Yeah,
Just Rotta in the back, just a slog, just moving through.
it's a trap.
So yeah, I think there are some choices that they're made that doesn't make it feel like Star Wars, and I think they it's not just for this movie. They do it for a lot of the TV shows, and maybe with Rogue One and Solo also. I remember being here complaining, kind of complaining a little bit when House of the Dragon used the Game of Thrones theme the first time for the intro. Like, it should be its own thing. And now I'm like 100% completely wrong about it. You need that's Game of Thrones. We need it. I think Star Wars is the same thing. You can do a different thing with it, but those core themes or even the intro, the outro should be there to tell people, yeah, this is Star Wars.
The outro was shocking because every
Yeah.
single movie has that. Like
Yeah.
all 11 of them, except
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah, I agree. There's some things that gotta lead
Yeah, I
into
have
them.
no idea what they're doing over there.
This trash. It's first Filoni movies. He's fired next week.
Disrespectful.
Yeah. All right, so Otte, I was just finishing up that overall, I really enjoyed this movie. It was what I wanted from it, this big summer spectacle, big action adventure. I wish it did more with expanding where the Imperials are at this moment. I know we're 23 to 25 years still away from the First Order, at least from the Force Awakens. I can't remember exactly when the First Order kind of rose to power by the time we get to the Force Awakens, but I hope we start getting closer to it. So that's my biggest gripe would be that we don't know where that's going on right now. But I really enjoy this movie. I'm gonna try to watch it again and try to get someone at my house to see if they want to watch it. They're kind of like, yeah, we can wait. My daughter wants to watch something else. She said, if you really want to go, we'll watch it. But you also go watch that Ship Detective, which I heard is extremely fun. So also maybe.
Cool.
But we have Steven Spielberg movie coming with Disclosure there in a couple of weeks, and then The Odyssey. So,
yeah.
All right, the final thoughts on it. I think we already covered, but
I like the movie. I just wish it had surprised me a little bit more. It played it way safer than I would have liked it, but overall, I had a good time watching it.
So what I liked about this, and I don't think they'll do it, but it would be cool if we get like this is its own thing. If we don't get more seasons, like Mando and Grogu could have adventures forever, and in 3 years we get the Mandalorian and Grogu 2, or the search for whoever. It'll be a fun time. It doesn't have to be
James Bond it, whatever.
Yeah, let's James Bond Star Wars. Do you think we'll get a sequel? It's season 4, maybe happening at some point, or let's just wait and see what happens with Star Wars.
No, I don't know. I mean, if the movie ends up being like a box office hit, we'll 100% get a sequel. But I just don't even know how much this movie costs, so I have no idea.
I've heard that it's about $166 million, the budget for this movie. Even another 150, whatever, for marketing. Let's say it's 300 million. I heard people saying it's to make 400 to break even. I don't know how.
That's really not that high a bar. So
yeah, I think it made 33 million in the first kind of Thursday, Friday, 33 million. So I think it's close to that 80, 90, 100 million that people say are going to make the opening weekend. I don't know if that's counting the holiday. I think we'll get there. My big kind of bar was it will get to around 500 million, and that will be a big, huge success for them. We'll see. I think word of mouth, it's working in terms of the general fandom, not online people.
The cinema score, which kind of measures enthusiasm, was very good.
Yeah, I think A minus or something. The Rotten Tomatoes kind of fan score was like 89. I know that's Rotten Tomatoes to me sucks everywhere anyways. So there's a big divide between what the critics are saying, what social media is saying, which is kind of divided, with some of the actual fan reactions in those kind of mediums, be it cinema score or the fan rating on Rotten Tomatoes. How would this then translate to next weekend and the weekend after, where more movies are coming out, like He-Man, for example, which I thought was
pretty
gonna
cool.
be a failure. It's getting rave reviews from people that saw it, kind of. And again, this is just a social media reaction, but that might be a surprise hit. Plus, then, like I mentioned, a Steven Spielberg new movie with Disclosure Day. So I don't know how long Mando and Grogu is gonna be in the movie theaters. How it might get kind of cannibalized by everything else coming out. We'll have to see that global. I know they've gone to I don't know how many countries to promote this movie,
Yeah.
so maybe the global take is gonna surprise and kind of push it up. So
Yeah, we'll see. Star Wars is usually very US
Mhm.
heavy for the box office, so
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. But we're getting Starfighter regardless next year. After that, we'll see. Let's say this movie 350, let's say breaks even, makes 400, 500 million, which is okay. It's not nothing to be, yeah, Star Wars is back. Starfighter comes out, I kind of does similar, doesn't break bank. Then we'll see what happens. But,
Star Wars is dead.
yeah. Till 2 years till we get something else.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be surprised. I think movies, we're gonna keep getting movies no matter what. TV shows after Ahsoka season 2, I'm very surprised to see what's gonna happen afterwards. And I think that's what Celebration might be. Not important, it will be interesting to say how they if they decide, hey, TV is now the animation landscape, great, because everything's working, I'll take it.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, Oti, any final thoughts before we say our goodbyes?
No, not really. I think I've said everything I needed to say. Go watch it if you haven't.
Yeah, go watch it. That's the main thing. Go watch it if you want. Make your own decision. Don't listen to other people out there. But all right, Oti, I believe next week we're probably gonna take a break. There's nothing unless something weird happens in the next 7 days. We'll take a break. We'll come back at some point to talk more Star Wars and whatever else happens. House of the Dragon season 3 is coming out in about 2 weeks.
Oh, cool.
Might be later in June. But anyways, come on.
We'll see.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you watch The Mandalorian and Grogu, and then come back and listen to us if you didn't get a chance to do it. I don't know why I'm saying that, because it's the end of the show. If you're here, you already watched it. So thank you, Oti. Thank you to everyone out there. Thank you, Star Wars, for being back in the theater. It was a fun experience. So see you next time. Stay safe. Be safe, and may the Force be with you. I guess we'll end with "This is the way," and end transmission. Weird wave.